All right, so before the Jackets take on Boston tonight, welcome back to another game reaction. Game 25 a couple days ago against Ottawa. Jackets able to shake off a bad start and end up winning 4-2, also off the back of Elvis Merzlikins having another incredible game. In some more recent lineup news, goaltender Daniil Tarasov has been sent down to Cleveland on an LTIR conditioning stint, meaning that he's probably fairly close to becoming healthy for the first time this season. Jackets definitely want to get him some games with the Monsters before activating him to the main roster, and that will create a bit of a roster issue as Spencer Martin, the backup, has been pretty decent in his start to the year, and the Oilers have been scouting Blue Jackets games, so naturally that's going to flare up rumors of trades involving goaltenders because the Oilers are reported to be actively shopping for goaltenders around the league. I'm not really sure what the Oilers have that they would be willing to give up at least that interest. Columbus, obviously, McDavid and Draisaitl are going to pique everybody's interest, but I don't think Edmonton is ever going to give up those guys ever, at least willingly. In the previous years, I might have said Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, but honestly, the Jackets right now rolling with Jenner and Fantilli as their top six centers, those guys have been doing pretty darn well at the moment, so I don't see the Jackets trying to move on from one of those guys or moving them down in the lineup to get RNH in there. But honestly, if the Jackets do want to keep all three goaltenders on the roster once Daniil Tarasov does get upgraded there, they would have to send somebody down to Cleveland. Maybe they don't want to do that to a guy like Matthew Olivier. I don't know if that's necessarily in their intentions. And Eric Robinson already was sent down once and called back up. Do you keep playing hot potato with Eric Robinson on this roster? They definitely have a very interesting decision to make coming up involving getting Daniil Tarasov on the roster. But back to Friday's game. First period started out as a parade to the penalty box for Columbus as they welcomed back Joonas Korpisalo to Nationwide Arena. And I know the penalty kill has been pretty darn good as of late for Columbus, but giving a team chance after chance on the power play in a short amount of time usually does not end up well, and it didn't for the Jackets early in this one, as Ottawa had the ice very clearly tilted in their favor to start the game after Claude Giroux put the Senators up 1-0 early, getting behind the defense on a backhand. Then Brady Tkachuk would convert on the Senators power play to make it 2-0 a little after midway through the first period. But when it was eventually the Jackets' turn to get on the power play, they needed to get a goal. That's something that the power play for the Jackets hasn't really been able to do, to get goals when they needed them. But this time it's different. They get a goal from Patrick Laine, who that is something that Laine definitely needs to get going as far as his game, as he's been scoring a little bit more, but hasn't really been much of a danger on the power play as of late. Wasn't a one-timer from the left circle, but definitely a wicked wrister where he showed a little bit of patience, got himself in a good shooting lane, and was able to put one past Corpy to make the game 2-1. And then less than a minute later, Dmitri Voronkov, who was centering an all-Russian line, I believe it was him, Chinakhov, and Marchenko on a line together, definitely worked out well in this one. He would shoot a puck in the offensive zone that went past Corpy and in. He made a really good individual effort to get to the puck and get that shot off around a defender. Voronkov has been amazing. He was up for consideration for Rookie of the Month for November. Obviously, that went to Bedard instead, but the fact that Dmitry Voronkov was able to even get a look after not coming into the league with a whole lot of fanfare, didn't even make the team to start the year, definitely shows how well Dmitry Voronkov has played with the Jackets. And despite as bad of a start as possible, they go into the first intermission tied at 2. And from that point on, the Jackets never really faced a whole lot of adversity in this one. He had Fantilli deflecting a puck for his 5th of the season, and then another shot from Boone Jenner deflected on the power play past Corpy. And wait a minute, the Jackets getting 2 power play goals in one game? I didn't even know that was legal. I didn't even know the Jackets were allowed to do that. But 2 power play goals, that will definitely help you secure a win. But the main ingredient here was just Elvis Merzlikins and the way he was playing and the way he has been playing recently. A 2-goal lead was more than enough to hang on for the third period, and that's who I definitely want to highlight here as one of, probably the most valuable Jacket on the ice tonight. Not tonight, hopefully tonight as well, but a couple days ago was Elvis Merzlikins against Ottawa. It's never anyone's game plan to get outshot 43-23, including allowing 16 Ottawa shots in the third period. You're never going to hear a coach do a pep talk that says, all right, boys, go out there and allow 43 shots and almost put up half that much on your end. That's almost never going to be said by a hockey coach at any level. But when you have a goaltender playing like Elvis Merzlikins is, you're allowed to do that, and you'll still win games here and there. And with the Jackets, they've been, even though they have been getting outshot, it feels like, in some of their wins, they are doing a little bit of a better job of limiting super dangerous chances. But again, Elvis Merzlikins definitely had his fair share of great saves, grade A chances as well. A lot of that might have to do with just how bad of a state Ottawa is in right now. They're the only team lower than the Jackets in terms of points. I think the Jackets are still worse in terms of points percentage. But in the Eastern Conference, Ottawa the only team lower in terms of pure amount of points scored in the standings. Their coach, DJ Smith, definitely not a very popular figure up in Ottawa right now. The Jackets, they should have some good mojo in Boston tonight against the Bruins, who have won back-to-back games since losing in Columbus. The Bruins, definitely not a team you want to allow 40-plus shots against. We'll see how they do that by the time this video is uploaded. They'll probably be in warm-ups getting ready to take the ice, so hopefully the Jackets can continue to build some momentum after their win against Ottawa. But that will do it for me in this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far into it, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it and you'd like to see more like it. I do cover some different Ohio teams. Maybe you'll like those videos as well if you enjoyed this one. Once again, thank you for watching. I will see you at the next one.